Hello, everybody. This is Mandy. Um, I started getting back into scrapbooking. I've been watching a lot of y'all's videos and decided to start doing my own for so that I will know where I started from and y'all can see where I'm starting from too and help me out because I'm gonna need all the help I can get. Um, anyway, I've dabbled in scrapbooking here and there, and I'm starting to really get into it now because I basically sat down and thought about all the different crafts that I do and said, well, I need to make a decision which one I'm really going to focus on. And I figured the little things that I know how to do, I can kind of put into scrapbooking in some way, shape, form, or fashion. So I decided to do scrapbooking. So anyway, this is where I started from. I started with, photo albums that you get, and I would make pages and put them in the photo albums. And now that I've seen y'all's videos, I will start making my own photo albums because I like the versatility of it and how everything just kind of matches and looks really good that way. So I'll try some of that and we'll see how it goes. But right now I'm just going to show what I've done so far. This is an album that I did with my son, who was 5 at the time. He's 11 now, so that was several years ago. But he helped me with this, so it looks a little childish, and that's just because it was a project we did together, so, some bonding time and stuff. Anyway, this was for a field trip that he went to the zoo. I'm trying to talk too fast. Um, and it was one of his field trips, and I wasn't even able to go on it. His Nana had to go with him. So, in order to make up for it, I sat down with him to do the scrapbooking for it, even though we didn't really get very far because, like I said, I tend to give things up really easily. So, anyway, this is the first page. It says, "Let's go." And I have a stamp here that says strong. I'm not sure why we picked that, but I'm sure he had a reason to. We've got a hot air balloon that we poured glitter on with a stencil, and a star, 2 giraffes, and of course he's on the TV screen because he's a star, apparently. And then we have 2 palm trees. I'm not quite sure what that has to do with him getting ready to go, but he wanted to put them on there, so we did. And then on the back, I have, again, where he's still trying to get ready to go and just waiting to go and anxious. So I have all these school things, the books, the letters, this thing that he wrote that says, "I want to go now," and some squigglies and stuff in the sun because it was bright outside. And it says, is it time to go yet? Now, these 2 signs I had him write so that I could see his writing for years to come to see how messy it was or how neat it was or whatever. And he's got a bubble on this kid that's saying, "What's up?" And I don't know why we have a champagne bucket, but like I said, my son was picking things out, so some of the things that's just kind of off the wall, he's probably picked it out. So for some reason he wanted to celebrate, so he put that on there. Anyway, then the next page I have is "We Are Here." This one I experimented with some scissors that I had that do the borders. As you can tell, it's all crooked. I don't really like those scissor things, and from what I've been able to see from the YouTube videos is now they have kind of like a punch thing that will do these for you. And I like that idea a lot better, so I'll probably be picking some of those up the next time I go to the craft store. So, because that just seems like it would be easier. Although I'm not sure how easy it is to line it up once you've already punched some, like a section. And if you want to go like how I did with this border, I'm not sure how easy that is. So somebody let me know before I get into it. Or if you know something that's easier to do things like this with, let me know too. I don't know if I'm even going to do it really for the border because it did make for a weird shaped page. But I don't know. Just in case I decide to do it later, let me know. Anyway, we have some little frames here that I put the pictures on. These were already made, so they're pretty easy. In fact, this picture wasn't even cut out. The picture's underneath it, so to make it easier. And it says, "Look at me," and "We are here," and "Fun." And then these are just stickers that we put on there. just to make it a little more interesting. Since it is a white sheet, we could use a lot of colors and stuff, but we still pretty much kept it white. So then on the back we have I like the zoo. Here's a tag here. I didn't really know what tags were for, really, and I'm starting to learn, but I'm still a little confused on them. So I'm probably going to look up some more things on what to do with tags. But we just wrote on it, did some journaling. It says, I want to see the elephants next. Because that's where they were going next. And it says, I like the zoo. And then these are little bubbles for the pictures that we found and stuff to go with it. Again, a stencil where we put glue down and put glitter on it. Oddly enough, it stayed. The glitter has it. It hasn't gone off of it too bad, except for like right there. But so for the most part, it did pretty well at preserving it. But anyway, the next page we have is a nice brown page here. Instead of doing the border with the page itself, we did the border with the pictures. Now this one did pretty well, but this one up here is just horrible. I mean, unless you were going for the ripping the page look, then yeah, that goes perfect. But that really wasn't the look I was going for. It was just a scalloped edge, and it did not come out scalloped, so I don't know. But this one, it was kind of decorative scallopy, so it turned out pretty well. Again, it was the scissors, so I don't know if anybody ever even uses those anymore. Like I said, with the punch thing like a stapler, it makes it a lot easier, and that's what I'd stick with if I were y'all. So anyway, we used the gel pens here. This is cool, and I like how that showed up really well with the contrast of the brown and the gold. And we've got a lion here. Again, that stands out, so I don't know why I went to using browns here. And actually this is green. It doesn't look green on the screen. It looks brown, but it's green. And it says, I want one of these at my house, talking about the playground, because it was so big. I mean, it was a huge playground for him to play on. And then on the back, I have got a little crazy with the glitter and decided to frame his face in the picture. I don't know why. I just decided to do that. So anyway, he's sitting there showing Nana his food, and it says, look, Nana, see, food. Ha ha ha. Okay, and then again, I don't know why I used the brown animals, because they're kind of harder to see than the giraffe that stands right out. But, you know, again, learning experience. And then I have a stamp here that says explore. And then this next page, this one's probably the one I like the best out of all of them, just because the colors coordinated well. And it just looks nicer. It looks more to the style that I would like to do. This was a stencil where I just used the gel pens again. Apparently I like gel pens. And it's silver, but it made it look like a mirror, which was kind of cool. And it really, I like the contrast between that and the blue here, or the aqua, I guess is what you would call it. And then we've got a frame around this picture here. Again, I kind of cut around the picture as best I could, but it's still under there, as you can see from the little hole there. Again, I'm not quite sure why the hole is there, though. I guess if you wanted to make an ornament or something out of it, I don't know. I'm a little confused on some of the scrapbook and stuff, can you tell? Anyway, it says just hanging around. I didn't pick a good gel pen to go with this because you can't even read it. But you can read it when you're looking at it. I cut around this, and now I find that there's tools that can do that for you instead of you having to manually cut everything, because as you can tell, it doesn't look very ovally, especially on this side. It's more flat, so oh well. And then this one I cropped, but it kind of looks crooked, so who knows. But anyway, that's that page. I know, I'm a real critic of my own work, but it's just because this one just looks sad. My other one's a lot better than this one. You'll see. And then this one with the monkeys, it says, I'm not ready, because he's not ready to have his picture made. And it says, the Nashville Zoo presents Planet of the Apes. It's just a little spoof on the little chimpanzees, which I know doesn't have anything to do with apes, but That's what we did. And then we've got little things. Instead of using the glitter this time, we used gel pens to do the stencils around there. And we just kind of kept it simple because I was trying to play off the title more than anything. So that's what I wanted to be the focus of the page. So there we go. That's all that I have for this project, because after that we just kind of got bored with it and just kind of set it all aside and didn't do anymore. So that's it. But I'll show you my other scrapbook in my next video, and you'll see where I had come from. And it's still been a couple years since I did the next one I'm going to show you. So hopefully I'll keep getting better. I hope. Anyway, let me know what you think. Bye.